E.N.D here. First look at March of the Machine. So Phyrexia All Will Be One have just been released and we already have spoilers for the next set, March of the Machine. Anyway, let's start. And I want to start with some important dates. March 16th to 27th, the story. March 29th, preview begin. March 29th to April 4th, card previews. April 5th, complete card image gallery. April 14th to 20th, in-store pre-release event. April 18th, Magic Arena and Magic Online. April 21st, global tabletop release. April 21st to 23rd, in-store launch party events. First card in this first look of March of the Machine, Fairy Mastermind for 1 and 1 blue. It's a 2/1 flash flying. Whenever an opponent draws their second card each turn, you draw a card. 3 and 1 blue, each player draws a card. If you think he is familiar, yes, he is Yuta Takahashi, World Champion 27th. Moment of Truth, 1 and 1 blue, instant. Look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of those cards into your hand, one into your graveyard and one on the bottom of your library. Breach the Multiverse, 5 and 2 black, sorcery. Each player mills 10 cards. For each player, choose a creature or planeswalker card in that player's graveyard. Put those cards onto the battlefield under your control. Then each creature you control becomes a Phyrexian in addition to its other types. It's not a bad card, especially if you play a multiplayer game. Omnath, Locus of All. Yes, Omnath was completed. 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black Phyrexian mana, 1 red, 1 green. It's a 4/4. If you would lose unspent mana, that mana becomes black instead. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card if it has 3 or more colored mana symbols in its mana cost. If you do, add 3 mana in any combination of its colors and put it into your hand. If you don't, reveal it, put it into your hand. So finally, we got the 5 color Omnath. Heliod the Radiant Dawn, 2 white, 4/4. When it enters the battlefield, return target enchantment card that isn't got from your graveyard to your hand. 3 and 1 blue Phyrexian mana. Transform it. Activate only as a sorcery. And it transforms into Heliod the Warped Eclipse. It's a 4/6. You may cast spells as though they had flesh. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each card your opponent has drawn this turn. So Heliod also was completed. Yargil and Multani, 3 2 black and 1 green. It's an 18/6. Yes, you heard me well, 18/6 and nothing else. But if you give it trample, this card may become extremely dangerous. Drana and Linvala, for 1 2 white and 1 black. It's a 3/4 flying vigilance. Activated abilities of creatures your opponent control can't be activated. Drana and Linvala has all activated abilities of all creatures your opponents control. You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to activate those abilities. I really like this idea of having 2 creatures from the same plane collaborating together. And here's another example, Catilda and Lear, 1 green, 1 white and 1 blue. It's a 3/3. Whenever you cast a human spell, target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback until end of turn. The flashback cost is equal to its mana cost. Gorogoro and Satoru, 1 blue, 1 black and 1 red. It's a 3/4. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control that enter the battlefield this turn deals combat damage to a player, create a 5/5 red dragon spirit creature token with flying. For 1 and 1 red, creatures you control gain haste until end of turn. The Dominaria duo, Slimefoot and Squee, 1 black, 1 red, 1 green. It's a 3/3. Whenever Slimefoot and Squee enters the battlefield or attacks, create a 1/1 green sapling creature token. For 1 black, 1 red and 1 green, sacrifice a sapling, return Slimefoot and Squee and up to 1 other target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Activate only as a sorcery. Galta and Mavren, for 3 2 green, 2 white. It's a 12/12. Trample. Whenever you attack, choose 1. Create a tapped and attacking XX green dinosaur creature token with trample, where X is the greatest power among other attacking creatures. Or create X 1/1 white vampire creature tokens with lifelink, where X is the number of other attacking creatures. Some mythic cards, the Innistrad duo, Talia and the Gitrock monster, for 1 white, 1 black and 1 green. It's a 4/4 first strike, death touch. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Creatures and non-basic lands your opponent controls enter the battlefield tapped. Whenever Talia and the Gitrock monster attacks, sacrifice a creature or land, then draw a card. Jin-Gitexis, so probably March of the Machine will feature a new cycle of Phyrexian Praetors. 3 and 2 blue, it's a 5-5 with Ward 2. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, draw a card. 3 and 1 blue, exile it, then return it to the battlefield transformed. Activate only as a sorcery and only if you have 7 or more cards in hand. And it transforms into the Great Synthesis. It's an enchantment saga. Chapter 1. Draw cards equal to the number of cards in your hand. You have no maximum hand size as long as you control the Great Synthesis. Chapter 2. Return all non-Phyrexian creatures to their owner's hand. Chapter 3. You may cast any number of spells from your hand without paying their mana cost. Exile it and return it into the battlefield. And it returns as Jin-Gitexis. Chandra Hope Speaking, 4 and 2 red, enters the battlefield with 5 loyalty counters. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it. You may choose new target for the copy. This ability triggers only once each turn. +2, add 2 mana in any combination of colors. +1, exile the top 5 cards of your library. Until the end of your next turn, you may cast an instant or sorcery spell from among those exiled cards. -X, it deals X damage to each of up to 2 targets. March of the Machine will feature a new brand of lottery cards, Ragavan, Nimble Pilfer and Atraxa, Praetor's Voice. March of the Machine will have 5 new Commander pre-constructed decks, and here are some spoiled cards from those decks: Spatial Merging, Isle of Vesuva and Towashi. It's not a standard set without Secret Lair. Showcase March of the Machine Volume 1, Wheel and Deal, Questing Beast, Olivia Voldaren, Walking Ballista and the Well Tree. Always stay tuned to my channel because I will always do an Is It Worth It video of every Secret Lair released. Last but not least, we have a spoiled card of March of the Machine Aftermath. Yes, March of the Machine Aftermath, the set after March of the Machine. The Kenrith's Royal Funeral. 2, 1 white, 1 black. Legendary enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to 2 target legendary creature cards from your graveyard. You draw X cards and you lose X life, where X is the greatest mana value among cards exiled this way. Legendary spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each card exiled with the Kenrith's Royal Funeral. It means that the Kenriths from Throne of Eldraine are dead. So that was the last card in this first look at March of the Machine. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.